Hello again, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Today we're going to talk about sex-linked traits and how they are transferred according to whether you're male or female. So when we talk about sex-linked traits, we're talking about those chromosomes that have the X and the Y, and how the traits on the X and the Y are carried and distributed in the offspring. So, of course, when we're talking about whether or not an offspring are going to be male or female, we are looking at a probability just like anything else. And so we can do a Punnett square written like this. And obviously this shows mating between a male and a female. And so the probability of getting males and females is, as you know, 50-50. And so when we're talking about sex-linked traits, we're going to go ahead and include the X and Y chromosome, but we're going to add on to it whatever trait that we're looking at being transferred from parent to offspring. So I'm going to go ahead and work example 8.7 on page 248 and 249. If you'll grab your book and your notebook, and we will work that together and what that looks like. So I'll take the camera right up here to the book. And it says that we're going to talk about flies. Lovely topic, I know. But flies are the best to talk about because their eye color is sex-linked. So we have a heterozygous red-eyed female, Drosophila, is crossed with a red-eyed male Drosophila. Will any of the offspring be white-eyed? And what is the percent chance of getting a white-eyed female? What is the percent chance of getting a white-eyed male? Okay, so we have both a red-eyed female, and we know that she's heterozygous, so we can say that she is big R, little r for the trait, but remember she is also female, and this is sex trait, sex linked. So what we're going to do is we're going to put her down as XX, but then we're going to do a superscript of big R, little r. And then on the male, we're going to make him, of course, X and Y because he is male, and he is also red-eyed. And so the only place that his genetics are going to be carried is on the X chromosome. So right here is where you would write his big R. And so what we would do is a cross then between the male and the female. So the male is here and the female is here. And so you would have like this. And so it says, will any of the offspring be white-eyed? Well, since I have an offspring here that has the little r, then yes, I will have one white-eyed offspring. It also says, what's the percent chance of getting a white-eyed female? Well, then all I'm going to look at are just the females. And if you look at just the females, they both have at least one big R, which means they're going to be red-eyed. And so a white-eyed female percent chance is going to be 0%. Because if I'm only looking at my females, none of my females here are white-eyed. They're both red-eyed. And then it says, what is the percent chance of getting a white-eyed male? And so if I only look at my males, I have one that is red-eyed and one that is white-eyed. And so out of the two males that I have, one of the two is white-eyed, which means my percent chance is 50%. Now, don't make the mistake of looking at all four offspring. Pay close attention to what is it asking. Is it asking for offspring? Is it asking for female and male? Okay, a lot of students will get that mixed up as to whether or not you're talking about the offspring. If you're saying offspring, then you're looking at all four. If you are asking specifically for a male or a female, make sure you're only looking at females or only looking at males when you're looking for percentages or probabilities here. Okay, so I would like for you to go ahead and try experiment 8.3 on page 249 in your lab notebook, and then we will go over that experiment in class together and make sure that you understand sex-linked traits and how they are passed on. Again, if you have any questions about what we did here today, be sure and write down your questions and bring those up in class so that we can address them. I hope you have a great rest of the homeschool day.